Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So when you're working with the Playwright, you often hear about the fixtures. Now you might be wondering what are the fixtures, how they are working, when to use them. So in this video, I will explain this in a very easy way, step by step. So by the end of this video, you have a clear understanding of what are the fixtures, why to use them, and what are the real-time scenarios where you should use the fixtures. So let's begin. By definition, a fixture is basically a setup helper that gets the things ready before your test runs. Now, still you might be confused based on this definition. Now, let me give you a real-time example. So if you are playing a game, you need to turn on the console, load the game, and then you need to play the game. And tomorrow again, if you need to play the game, you need to turn on the console, load the game. Now these steps are repetitive and these are basically, setting up the game before you play. So you don't want to repeat that setup before every single play session. A fixture does this repetitive setup automatically and hands you the ready to use thing and cleans up afterward. So you don't need to load the game again. Again, you don't need to turn the console again. You are just go there and start playing your game. This is exactly how the fixtures work. Now there are two kind of fixtures in Playwright. One are basically a built-in fixtures, and secondly, you can make custom fixtures. Now, if I give you an idea of the fixtures, so basically it's a repetitive setup steps or the teardown steps which you don't want to repeat again and again. And you want Playwright to handle this automatically. And that's exactly the fixture do. So when we talk about the built-in fixtures so far, when we were writing the scripts in this series, so basically if you notice that we were passing the page. Now this page is basically a fixture and it's a built-in fixture. It provides a page so you don't need to set up everything like opening the browser and opening the page. You don't need to do this. As a tester, you just need to start with your test, right? So that's the power of Playwright Fixture. So it provides you the page fixture so that you can directly start with your test. You don't need to worry about how to open the browser, how to open the page in the browser. You directly start with your test. Now, we need to understand that how fixtures basically plugs into your test, how it works with your test basically. So before we move forward, so let me give you one more example. So you plan a barbecue party at your home and now there's some pre-work, right? You need to set up everything and then you need to cook your meat, right? And then after doing your barbecue, you need to clean up everything. Now, assume that this process is automatic. Every time you want to plan for a barbecue, everything is ready. You just need to cook your meat, right? And you don't need to worry about cleaning up the stuff. Exactly, this is the fixture, right? You don't need to worry about the pre-work or the post-work, which is a repetitive in nature. One is a setup and other is a teardown. Now, let's come to the fixtures, basically how they are plugs into your test. So we are working with a Playwright and Python, so we are using a pytest. So basically we create or we start with the request. Now your test function, because you see that we were creating a test function. So that test function lists the page as a parameter. Now here again, this page is a fixture. Now pytest runs the fixture and gets a ready browser page. So we don't need to open the browser and open the page. We just pass this fixture to the test and we are ready. So your test body uses the page, so no setup code needed. We are good to go. We just directly jump into the test. Now, like I said earlier, there are two types of the fixtures. One are the built-in, and secondly, you can also create your own fixtures. So we are using the pytest. So with the pytest, you can create a fixture using add pytest.fixture, and pytest will inject it anywhere a test asks for it by the name. So it's perfect for repeating the steps like go to the login page, open the browser. So these kind of setup things. It's perfect for this kind of a step. Now, let me show you a basic example of built-in page fixture so that you can understand more around these fixtures. So far, what we are doing in this series is that there was no browser setup code. We haven't write a single line of code to set up the browser. Playwright hands you an open tab automatically. Now, how this automatically was basically because of this page fixture over here. Now, again, this is a built-in, and you need to pass page as a parameter. Now, once you pass this into your test as a parameter, it tells the pytest you need a browser page fixture. This is why we need to pass over here. Again, zero setup code, no need to use the methods like launch browser or the new page. You directly have a fresh page for your test. So you are basically ready to test. You just navigate and go through your application, assert, and you are done. That's how easy it is when we are working with the Playwright fixtures. And most people don't know that this page, even the browser, so these are our built-in fixtures. Now let me show you an example how to write your own fixture. I will just explain you in this video. In my next video, I will show you an example practically how you can create your own fixture and how to use that in your test. Right now, just understand that how you can write your own fixture. So whenever you want to write your own fixture, so basically you need to think before you are creating a fixture. You need to create a fixture where you need to reuse that again and again. And how you can create a fixture, basically, you need to use this decorator, which is at pytest.fixture. So this decorator on the top of the function you need to use so that pytest consider this function as a fixture. Now set up once, basically, so navigating to maybe a login page inside this fixture, not the test. So basically what you do is that this fixture will automatically lands you on the login page and you can start from there. And then after that, you just need to write your test logic. That's it. So what is a real use case for this one? So real use case is basically when we talk about uh, login feature itself. Here it was just example, but in the real time, you can create a fixture for the login because it's a repetitive. If your application starts with the login functionality, then you can create a custom fixture for your login. So you don't need to write this code again. Just create a function, just create a fixture of the login and use that fixture in your test where it's needed. That's is. So if I show you, so basically you can just create a function for the login and you're going to your application, providing the username and password, clicking on login, and if dashboard appears and yield page means that cleanups runs after the test. So once the test completes, so it will do the cleanup for this one. Now this function over here is a fixture. Now tomorrow, if you want to log in before your test, you don't need to repeat this stuff again and again. Just pass this fixture, just like this page will pass the fixture. Okay? If you are writing 100 test cases, 10,000 test cases, you don't need to worry about this login because now this will act as a fixture. It will do all the pre-work. And now again, this is not limited to the login. Same case with the logout. Again, this is repetitive in most of the test scenarios. Or maybe any other functionality which is repetitive in nature. You don't want to repeat that thing, right? So you can make those things as a fixture in your real-time automation frameworks. Now you need to understand this why fixtures actually matter when you are working with the automation frameworks. So basically, there's no duplication. You write the login, navigation, or data setup once and reuse that across every test that needs it. Maybe your every test doesn't need a login. 100 test cases need login, maybe 15 doesn't need a login, right? Let's take an example of e-commerce. So you need to log in, then go to the categories, add products, and then checkout. Second is that you don't need to log in. You run this process as a guest, right? So in that scenario, you don't need a login, right? Then you are basically having a built-in cleanup. Code after yield runs automatically. I just show you the yield. So whatever we write after the yield runs automatically, even logging out or deleting the test data. Again, it's easy to maintain. If the login page changes tomorrow, so you need to fix at one place instead of dozens of your tests. Then your tests are more cleaner in nature because it just focusing on testing, not the setup or whatever it requires, right? Then fixtures can depend on other fixtures, building up the complex setup step by step. Like for the login in the previous example, login fixture requires a page. So we were using the built-in fixture, and from the built-in fixture, we were creating our own custom login fixture. Now, at the end, it makes your test suite faster because you are not doing the duplication, right? You are writing the less number of code. So more efficient code, more faster is the execution across the test. Now, finally, let's talk about the key takeaways from the session. And once again, I will show a practical example of creating a custom fixture in my next video. Right now, my purpose here is to make you understand what is a fixture, why we need to use a fixture, what are the real examples, and how you can create the custom fixture. That was the purpose. And I hope you have now clarity around the fixture. So before ending this session, let's talk about some key takeaways from this particular video. Now, fixtures are basically the setup helper pattern at the heart of Playwright plus pytest. And now this fixture prepares something like logged in page before a test runs. So it's a setup, automatic setup for your test. Request one by naming it as a parameter. It's really easy to use the fixture. You're calling it by the name, like we see for the page, and we're passing that as a parameter in our test. That's how simple it is to use this one. Then you can use the yield instead of return to add cleanup code. So yield will automatically, after the yield, it will automatically, if you want to log out, if you want to discard the database session, whatever you want to do. So it will automatically cleanse the state. So real teams actually use the fixtures like logged in page so that they have a logged in page and from there they can test the things. People also use for the logout. People are also might be using for different functionality which are repetitive in nature, which requires a pre-setup for your test. So I hope you have now a very clear understanding of the fixture. So in our upcoming tutorial, I will show you exactly how to create a fixture and how to use in your test.